and take their seats. What for peace now? For you who's already Chausa Dhammacetiya who's already Chalagare Alo Say Chanadi, Puijamadi, Little Bari, who's on the Garabi, no Consata. It's the test. No, Utomihana. At this time, we would like to respectfully invite our most reverend Sangha members to ascend to the stage and take their seats. Please practice no more silence, and that would be much appreciated. Thank you very much. Yaku?
Good morning, everyone.
Hello, Azusa Monastery, Tibika Seattle. Seattle, Rodana, Kuna, Seattle, Pinyana. They go with Seattle, Tanaronia, Pinsonia, Tibaria. This is what Ulu Midama. If you know a second people, it does not vibrate, silent, pure. Seattle and Toyota Victoria. This is Chip. Who do you reach out by then? Jesus to make a letter about it. She was on the Seattle, walk for peace, Seattle, Nakara, shaking the Karakipari, Seattle, Napa, Seattle, Seattle, Udina, Pita, Seattle, Kipari, Napa, Kipunto, Seattle, Kipari, a Seattle, Napa, Azusa Monastery, Seattle, she would Kipari, now, I Palariano, Seattle, Tipika Seattle, Shrizin Seattle, Shangana Mala, Lingaya Tiparetina. Now Payani, Zia Seattle Yangani Biro, I Palaki Tiparetina.
Hello? Okay. Mingla nene kimakna. Cho la ja do. Siaro tangaro situnya ne de bo. Epita bao. Sei chanda jin. Ui chanda jin ni piet so ba si. Uso ba de pa. Barwa myu. No concept ba le. Ani Kenapa? Menata Tongji Yusuf Dia kalau di akan aku Terima coba ni Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Itu selebih Chúng bây giờ là Azusa cho xe rồi ui tất cả mà lúc con sẽ cả do cha pi rồi cũng vậy đi ra tòa điện sau cả áp vào gì thế
nhà đi ra đây đây đi về xe rồi ra rồi Wapapiciaro Asibinya Kara Psapare Asabine Pawamyu Ondo Vibadana Sendama Siaro Wapapiciaro Janandi Lan Xiao Kere Do Pawasiaro Gongong Siaro Asibinya Kara Psapare Ibe Legaro Simanya Kara Yesia Ondong Vibadana Sendaye Dibidi Janang Siaro Asin Guna Asin Jarana Guna Psapare Ube Songaro Jasabine Pawamyuma Subun Siaro Asindilananda Psapare Arun Siaro Pia Tumba Arajaku Pudriara Psapare Divaka Siaro Divida Psate Dai Susan Dipika Siaro Badandaka Kana Mala Lingaraba Isiaro Iberica Siaro ye Bimpiche ya di Siaro Duma Joy de Dre era Poju de Garama Bom Puyo Gwen Ludan Gwen Ya Jenle Psapare di Puejigo Darwin Cambio Darwin Jure de Gara Uma Mount of that Nine at the me Naviana Rumidazuပြီးတော့အခြားသောအလှူရှင်များရဲ့ဝိုင်းဝန်းကူညီမှုကြောင့်ယခုလိုပူဇော်ပွဲကျောက်စာဓမ္မစေတီလှူဒန်းပွဲကြီးကိုကျင်းပနိုင်ခြင်းဖြစ်ပါတယ်။မိတ်ဆက်စကားအနေနဲ့ဘုန်းကြီးအညပါပဲ။ဆရာတော်တရားတော်ရှင်ပြရတယ်ဗျာ။ဓမ္မဝိဒါကမှာဗျာကုသိုလ်မြတ်များပြုတော်မူခြင်းတို့မှာဒီကြားတော်များရှင်းပြပြီးတော်မူပါရဲ့ရှင်တော်ဥက္ကယုံကြည်စွာရှောက်ထားတောင်းတာတော်မူဗျာကြွရောက်လာကြတဲ့တရားဓမ္မများအားလုံးကိုယ်စိတ်နှပြကျမ်းမာချမ်းသာကြစေဖို့ဘေးတန်တန်ရန်တွေ့တွေ့အန္တရာယ်ခတ်သိမ်းနေကင်းငြိမ်းကြစေဖို့ကောင်းကျိုးချမ်းသာမင်္ဂလာဒုက္ခဇီဝဥစ္စာတွေတနေ့တကြတိုးတက်ကြီးပွားကြစေဖို့ဆရာတော်တို့ရဲ့မေတ္တာအထူးအဖြင့်ဟောပေါ်ပြီးဆရာတော်တို့ရဲ့မေတ္တာကိုခံယူကြရမှာဖြစ်ပါတယ်နော်ဒါကြောင့်အားလုံးယုံယုံကြည်ကြည်နဲ့ရိုးရိုးသေးသေးနဲ့
တိတ်တိတ်ဆိတ်ဆိတ်နဲ့ဆရာတော်တွေရဲ့မေတ္တာကိုခံယူကြပါတရားဓမ္မပေါင်းသူတော်ကောင်းတို့မေတ္တာတော့ချီးမြှင့်တော်မူပါဖေဟာသမန္တာဇဂဝါလေတောအတရာကိဇံတို့ဒေဝတာသဒ္ဓမ္မမုနိရာဇတသုဏံတို့တက္ကမောက္ခတာဓမ္မတဝနာကာလောအယံပတ္တန္တာဓမ္မတဝနာကာလောအယံပတ္တန္တာဓမ္မတဝနာကာလောအယံပတ္တန္တာနမောတတဘဂဝါတောအရာတောသမ္မာသမ္ဗုဒ္ဓတ္တနမောတတဘဂဝါတောအရာတောသမ္မာသမ္ဗုဒ္ဓတ္တနမောတတဘဂဝါတောအရာတောသမ္မာသမ္ဗုဒ္ဓတ္တယတနုဘဝတောယကနေဝတတေတိဗေဒနာယမိဇေဝနုယောဇံတောရတ္တိတိဝမတန္တိတောဒုက္ခံသုမတိသောတောဇာပပံကိဉ္စိနာပတ္တေဧဝမာနိကိုနောမေတ္တံပရိတံဓမ္မနာမဟေကရဏီယမန္တာကုသလေနယန္တာတတံပဒံပိတမေဇာတကောဥဇောဇတုဇောဇတုအဇောဇတမုရောအနာတိမာနေနာနောနကောဇတုဝရောဇအပကိဇောဇတံလောကဩတေတန္တိန္ဒရိယောဇနိပကောဇအဘဂဘောကုလေတောအနာနုခိတောနာဇာဂௌတမဇရေကိဉ္စိယေနာဝိညုမရေဥပဝရေယောဒုခိနောဝါကိမိနောဟွန်တုသဗ္ဗတတ္တဘောဟန္တုဒုက္ခိတတ္တယေကိစိမာနာဗုဒ္ဓတိတတဝါဒဝရာဝနဝတေတာဒီဃဝါယေဝမန္တာမေဇိမာရတကအနုကဒုလာဒိဋ္ဌာဝါယေဝအဒိဋ္ဌာယေဝဒုရေဝတန္တိအာဝိဒုရေဘုဒ္ဓဝါသမ္မဝေသေဝသဗ္ဗတတ္တဘောဟန္တုဒုက္ခိတတ္တနာမရောပရဏိငုံမေတ္တနာနိမေညေတကတ္တဇိနကိဉ္စေဗျာရောသနာမဏိကတေညာနေညမေညာတာဒုက္ခမိစ္ဆေယမာတာယတာနိယံဗုဒ္ဓမာယုတာဧကဗုဒ္ဓမနုရကေဧဝံပိသဗ္ဗဗုတေတုမာနတံဘာဝယေအပရိမာဏံမေတ္တေသသဗ္ဗလောကသမိမာနတံဘာဝယေအပရိမာဏံဩဒံဒောဇာတိရိယံဇာအတံပါဒံအဝိရာမတ္တပတ္တံဒိဋ္ဌံဇရဏိသိဏောဝတယနောယဝတတ္တဝိဒမိတောဧတံတတေယဒိဋ္ဌေယဗျမမေတ္တဝိဟာရမိဒမဟောဒိဋ္ဌိဇာနုပကမ္မသီလဝါဒတနေနသံပန္နောကာမေတောဝိနေယကေတံနာဟိဇာဒုက္ခပတေယပုဏ္ဏရေတေဣတိပိသောဘဂဝါအရဟံသမ္မာသမ္ဗုဒ္ဓောဝိဇာစရဏသမ္ပန္နောသူကတောလောကဝိတုအနုတ္တရောပုရိသဓမ္မသာရတိအတ္တဒေဝမနုဿာနံဗုဒ္ဓောဘဂဝါသံဃာနောဘဂဝါတာဓမ္မောသန္တိတိကောအာဂါလိကောဧမတိကောဩပါနေကောပိဇာတဝေရိတဘောဝိညုဟိသောမနိမာနောဘဂဝါတောသာဝကတံကောဩဇောမတိပါနောဘဂဝါတောသာဝကတံကောညာယမနိပါနောဘဂဝါတောသာဝကတံကောသာမိစိမတိပါနောဘဂဝါတောသာဝကတံကောယတိရံဇတ္တာရိပုရိသယောဂာနိအတ္တပုရိသပုဂ္ဂလာဧသဘဂဝါတောသာဝကတံကောအာဟုနေယောပါဟုနေယောဒဂိနေယောဣဇလိကရဏီယောအနုတ္တရံပုညခေတံလောကတံ Ewan Buddhan Dharandanan Dhammantan Kinsa Bhikkhavo Bhayawa Samita Dhawa Loma Ando Nayetati Yano Nimaita Owa Mingalinsa Yosa Manabo Gunata Tado Bhabago Dondombina Aganda Buddha Nubawina Winata Mindum Yano Nimaita Owa Mingalinsa Yosa Manabo Gunata Tado Bhabago Dondombina Aganda Dhamma Nubawina Winata Mindo Yano Nimaita Owa Mingalinsa Yosa Manabo Gunata Tado Bhabago Dondombina Aganda Tanga Nubawina Winata Mindo Pawado Nava Mingala Ragandu Tava Devada Tava Buddha Nubawina Daradu Gibawando De Pawado Nava Mingala Ragandu Tava Devada Tava Dhamma Nubawina Daradu Gibawando De Pawado Nava Mingala Ragandu Tava Devada Navadanga Nubawena Dadadu Ki Bawandu De Adu Adu
Sisi Wahu Pisiaro Shitinya Para Dhammacetiya Project Piro Bubaya Chiro Ugai
Now, we would like to respectfully invite Venerable Bhikkhu Pinakara, our Walk for Peace Seattle, to kindly deliver the special Dhamma talk to our assembly. Venerable Seattle, please.
Namo Buddhaya, respected Mahasangha. Good morning, everyone. How are you this morning? Peaceful? You sure about that? How peaceful we are? 100%. Wow. Since we open our eyes until now? Positive. That's hard to believe, but we'll try to believe, okay? Why I asked that question is because it's very difficult for us to maintain peace, okay, continuously. The reason behind that is because we always have unmindful thoughts. Just within one unmindful thought, it could ruin our day, right? And so we just started this morning, and you say that it's a peaceful morning. So let me see how many of you actually practice the peace message this morning. Please raise your hand. Okay, let me count, okay? Keep your hands up. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 20, 25, about 40. Okay, let's say 50. Okay, it's more than yesterday, okay? I guess because I reminded you yesterday. So this morning you started again. Is that right? Yes. Feel embarrassed of not doing it? Okay. So when we wake up in this morning, for those who not practice that way by writing down, today is going to be my peaceful day, please let me know How's your morning so far? Someone please raise your hand. Those who not write down this message today is going to be my peaceful day. Please let me know how was it so far. Since you woke up, since you opened your eyes and then you got here, and now we are here together. Please let me know. Don't be shy, okay? Let me know how was it. Please share with us because this is the topic we are talking about. We're gonna talk, yes. Feel good? Okay, anxious to beat the traffic, to be here. Okay? Oh, you write it with your heart. Okay? Anything else that is not beautiful? Who gets mad or angry this morning? Raise your hand. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I asked you earlier, nobody raised your hand, and now I ask straight to your heart, and you raise your hand. But I'm pretty sure there are more of you here in this crowd because you're shy. Okay? And may I ask why? Why you're angry? Why you're not happy when you woke up and when you get here? What's the reason behind that?
Don't have enough sleep.
Oh, no, not enough sleep. Okay.
My car was blocked in.
Your car
Was blocked in.
blocked,
Yes.
locked in. Okay.
I'm being intimidated by lawyers from the studios here in Hollywood. I'm being harassed by my ex-boyfriend who is a narcissist, and I found illegal activity.
Oh, wow. So we have all kind of things in our lives, right? Different people, different way of living, and different challenges, right? So this is very important. This tells us, imagine without peace, without mindfulness, what we are going through. We're going through so much things in life. Just one thing, very minor thing, let's just talk about not enough sleep. That is so minor, right? But that can trigger our day. Guess what? You're not alone. Me too. Me too. So you're not alone, and I believe there are many of us here also. But it doesn't mean that we can be mad and angry and not happy when we're not getting enough of sleep. You know what? We've been slept for years. How many years? How old are you, sir?
Approximately.
58.
58. So half of that 58, you have been slept for half of that 58 years. Could be more than that, okay? And we still not feeling enough. We lack of sleep. Is that right? So how many more years that we are looking forward to sleep? We still have a very long sleep, which is when we pass away. We'll sleep forever. Okay? So while we're still alive, let's not try to sleep a lot. You know why? You know those scientists? Who are scientists here? So I try to stay away from you. Okay. Most of the scientists and all those who work really hard by researching things, they don't sleep a lot. That's why they come up with crazy things. Okay. The more they not sleep, the crazy they are. And I'm crazy that way. Just kidding. So when we don't sleep a lot, we have more time. We have more time to do more things. But when we sleep a lot, we lose a lot of times. Right? A lot of things that waiting for us, but we couldn't do it because we busy sleeping. So how many of you actually slept the whole night and then when the alarms goes off, you hit the snooze button and go back to sleep? Please raise your hand. Okay, a lot. You see, because of sleeping, we need to sleep and we want to sleep, and then when the alarms goes off, we still wanted to go back to sleep. What if you cannot wake up after that snooze? What if you cannot wake up anymore? What's gonna happen? Sleep for the rest of your life while you still have many other things to do. You haven't finished the statement, today is going to be my peaceful day yet, before you die. How sad it is. So who wants to go that way? Nobody. We want to die peacefully, right? And if we want to die peacefully, we have to get up and practice mindfulness. That is the reason why every time when we as Buddhists, for those who are Buddhists here, every time when you listen to Dhamma talk, every time when you go to the temple, the monasteries, you always ask for to do the 5 precepts again and the 3 refuges, right? To the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha. Why? It's because you're afraid that you're gonna die without it, because you broke it many times. After you observe it, you broke it. That's why we keep on repeating it, asking it for again and again from the teachers. Right? So in the morning when we slept and then we couldn't sleep, and the reason why we couldn't sleep, please let us know why you couldn't sleep. Why didn't you have enough sleep last night, sir?
Too much politics.
Too much politics? What is it has to do with you? You see, just one thing, and all of us have, not just politics. He have a problem with the politics, but what about you? Your kid doesn't listen to you. Your husband came home late. Anything else? Many more things that keep you away from sleeping. Maybe searching the internet, social media before you go to bed. Who does that? Please raise your hand. Who use your lovers, what I always say, which is your cell phone, before you go to bed? Raise your hand. Don't be shy, because 90-something% of you. So, what are you searching for on that phone? Would you mind to share with us? No.
That's a good one.
What can I say next when you do? Don't say that. Okay, let's forget about walk for peace. You can do that tomorrow when you wake up. I mean, not wake up, tomorrow, okay? Beside walk for peace, what else? Huh? Aloka, can you please stay away from us? News, maybe, yes. Sport, okay, soccer. All those. And then what happened after that? You are too excited, mad, not happy because your team lose. Right? All that things happen. Then what? Our minds is full of thoughts. Defilements. Thinking of this and that. And imagine more to it. And now you try to close your eye. Okay, let's go to sleep. But then that team, that referee, and that ball is not going the direction that you expected. And now you keep lying there and close your eye and then roll it over and again throughout the night because of watching it. Because seeing so many suffering online, reading the news, seeing the news, and our mind is affected. And then we can't sleep. Is that true? Most of us gone through that already. And so, those are the reason why we can't sleep and then we don't have enough sleep. And then we become grumpy in the morning because lack of sleep. That is normal. That is normal. But we keep doing that. We keep on repeating that. So we suffer. We understand that watching the news, watching all those social media before bed would keep you up. But you're still doing it. Why is that? Why? Not enough time for you to do all that? Oh wow. Okay, if you have all the time in this world, you still not feel enough. To be honest with you. It's because you're attached to it. You have the desire of looking for things. Our mind is always head out. Remember? We always head out. We don't look back within. We are too busy heading out, looking for things. Ask yourself, those days where you have nothing to do, would you be able to sit still? No, right? Why is that? Because of this habit of doing things, looking for things, seeking for things. When you have nothing to do, then our mind will pop up one after another and asking, what can I do? Why he didn't text me this morning? What's going on? And things like that. We all keep on asking ourselves, and then you search for it. We head out, look for the things that you expect. That's what we are doing every day. Even though this life giving you time to rest, but you don't want to rest. You want to continue doing things that keep you away from practicing mindfulness. So when you are free, we are searching for things that with desire, attachment, and we cling to it. But why can't you sit down and look within to find your breath? Why can't you do that? It's because it is boring. It is boring by looking at your breath, aware of your breath, doing the boring thing. To be honest with you, meditation is the most boring thing in the world. Why? Sleeping? Sleepy. Because our mind is always searching for things, is always active. And then when we want our mind to stay still and calm and be empty, it doesn't like it. The mind doesn't like it because the mind is a monkey. The monkey can stay still or not? No. It always jump in here and there. So when we expect the monkey to stay still, it's impossible. Our mind is the same. It's jumping here and there thinking of this and that. But we expect our mind to stay still and be calm. That is the thing that we fail because it cannot be like that. But we expect it that way. That is why we cannot achieve it. And then when we cannot achieve it, we give up. Oh, this is so boring. This is not for me. It maybe is for someone else, but it's not for me. That's why now you let go of that breath, go looking for food, go to the garden, go online, pick up the phone, and then dial your friend's name and then call and talk. All kind of things in the world you talk. You talk about the person A, you talk about the person B, you talk about that team, you talk about your husband and wife, you talk about your kids. Is that true? We keep on doing that. Then how can we have a peaceful day? Just waking up this morning and we are already feeling anxious already. Because we couldn't sleep through the night because of all those defilements in mind. We couldn't sleep. And then when we wake up, exhausted, tired, anxious, then where is peace? It's still there. It's just that you cannot see it. Why can't you see it? It's because you're too busy thinking about tiredness, sleepy, and so on. That's why you cannot see that peace. But it's already there. It's been with us. By the time you realize that, oh, I am full of thoughts. I am full of all kind of thoughts. I shouldn't let myself go that direction. Now, just look back within and take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Keep on doing that to calm yourself down. And then you cultivate on your breathing. Contemplate on your breathing. By doing so, your mind will settle down. Right? The thinking probably gonna be still there, but you're focusing on something else instead of tiredness, instead of sleepy. You're switching that concentration from tiredness and sleepy to your breathing. By doing so, you get more energy because of come back within, looking back within. And that is how you build peace within yourself. And then when you ready, get a piece of paper and a pen now and write that down. You are practicing mindfulness, concentration by writing down, today is going to be my peaceful day, and then read it out with our eyes, read it out loud with our mouth. That is practicing mindfulness, practicing concentration. Then you are not focusing in your tiredness and sleepiness anymore. Is that right? That is how we change every day. That is how we change our mind, how we train our mind, how we train that monkey to focus on one thing, which is positive things, not negative things. It's possible to train, just like Aloka. Where is he now? Okay. You still focus in him, right? That's why when I ask that way, you see how sidetracked we are? And so we are switching our concentration every time when we see things, when we notice things. But if you be able to come back, then that is the right way. If you are not be able to come back, then we are keep going further, okay, to the wrong path. And so when I train Aloka, at first he doesn't listen because he's a child, playful, like to run, like to mess with people and other animals. But by telling him, Aloka, stay, and I say, Aloka, sit, stay, and I keep on training him that way. Later, when he see the other animal and see other people, he about to get up and run forward, coming after, I say, no, stay, then he would stay. Same thing, our mind. It's just like that. It's active. When it's active that way, but if we're not mindful to see our mind is so active, and we are not mindful to come back to settle it down, to observe it, then it's just gonna lead you anywhere it wants. Just like last night, my speech at the hotel, I said, we are breathing in and then we are breathing out, the hamburger pop up. When that hamburger pop up, you would add ketchup, would add all kind of things, salad and things to it, and fries, and then Coke or Pepsi or Sprite or something like that. We keep on imagination, that imagination mind will pop up and then add more things to that original thought. Right? Beside that, if you pop up with the future and the past like that, but where is your present moment, which is right now and here? We barely have this present moment. It's because we always head out. So in order for us to come back within, the only thing to support that is mindfulness. Breathing within your breath. It's already there. You don't need to borrow the other objects. It's right here with us. Just focus in it. Aware of each breath going in and out. Practice every day. But the most powerful way to practice every single day, that is so simple that anyone can do it. You don't need to be master of breathing, which is writing that down. Today is going to be my peaceful day. You know, I received so much feedback from the people who follow the walk. When they come to the temple to see me, they brought their notebooks. They show me every day, they write out that statement, today is going to be my peaceful day, and they date it. And I open page by page and looking at it, I ask, how was it for you by doing this? They said, it changed my life. It changed my life. That's what they say. That's what they respond. Not just one person. I'm talking about a lot of feedbacks like that. From a person who always anxious with things and who always worry and thinking and angry and following protests and following political things and all politics things and all those. Now they gave up all that and just focusing in themselves. They live happily and peacefully. We can do all that, but knowing when is enough. Because who can save our life? Only ourselves. No one else in this world. Not the venerable monks, not the president, not the government, No one else, nor the Buddha. No one can save us but ourselves. So if you don't love yourself, then who loves you? Who would? Your husband say, I love you forever? Look straight to his eye and tell him you lie. You know why? Because he will leave you. If you are not giving him what he expects, he will leave you. And if he get into like some type of illness, he will leave you. Opposite way, same thing, your wife. So all those are just temporary, not permanent. But you can you love yourself until you die. And after you die, because of that, because of loving yourself by doing all the wholesome deeds, you would have a better life next life. Is that right? Cause and effect. Without that, then we going to repeat ourselves like this, suffering life after life. And guess what? If we live with suffering, when we die, suffering. When we reborn, suffering, because that is cause and effect. When the time comes, right condition, we will have to get the results. Regardless of how much your family members love you, they cannot take those sufferings away from you. If you come to the monastery or to the churches and ask the priests and the monks to bless you and say something to you so that your suffering will go away, I'm so sorry to tell you that that would never happen. That is to ease your mind, but it's still there. We're still gonna suffer. So only you can shift yourself by practicing mindfulness, loving kindness, compassion, to live happily and peacefully. And so please, from now on, practice. Don't waste your time and effort anymore. We don't have much time left. Ask ourselves, how many times have we seen our loved one pass away in front of us? Suddenly. We encounter that, right? So we don't know how much time we have left. You don't know how much time your loved one have left. So utilize your time to live happily and peacefully with each other and yourself. That is how we build peace together to support this world, to have a world peace. Not from us, but from all of us walking together on this path can make that big impact to this world. You see how many people walk with us on this path of peace? You have seen, right? Online, millions of people continue walking with us on this path spiritually. And why is that? It's because it is meaningful. It is the most effective way to have peace for ourselves. And we have 7 to 8 billions of people on this earth. Imagine now we have, let's just say, 10 millions of peace followers already and practice. Let's just say that. If we keep on growing this way, adding million after million, then what's going to happen? This world will be much softer and kinder. We don't have to go to war. We don't have to go fight. This is how we build the world to be at peace. So let us all practice this way every day and don't waste your time and effort anymore. Please write down that statement. It is simple, but it is very, very powerful. Okay? If you don't believe in it, you practice, you give yourself a chance to try it out. Just like our Buddha said, don't believe in what I say. Okay? And don't toss it away yet. Take it, practice it. And then after you get the result, you choose to believe, to follow or not. But you have to practice, you have to walk on it in order for you to feel it. So try it out. Give yourself a chance to change. Because it's been years that we are not doing that thing, but we are doing many other things which we suffer. So now we have a different way, simple, why not? Giving ourselves a chance to do that, then you will see how it turned out. And I wish you will take this seriously from here, okay? Thank you so much. What time is it now? 10:45.
No, we have special guests to question and answer.
How is a call for peace different from Gandhi's non-violent peaceful movement?
Gandhi. I don't know how different it is. What's the difference between us? But any movement that towards peace is identical. Just a different way of spreading it. Okay? Our way is to walk, to raise the awareness of peace. That is our way. When we walk, we be able to slow down in a rushing world, right? We are rushing every day. Yesterday I already mentioned it. We rush out that door. We rush to work. We rush to eat. We rush to come home. We rush to cook. We rush to eat. We rush to clean up. We rush to go to bed. We rush to funeral. That's what I said yesterday, isn't it? We are rushing ourselves every single day. Now the walk is actually to show us that you can slow down. By seeing the monk who walk in single file line, people curious because they always rushing in so fast. So now they pause for a moment to look at the monks who walk, and now they hear the message, peace. The monks are walking to raise the awareness of peace. They be able to look back within. What am I doing? And then they will have an answer by themselves. That is how we raise the awareness to the people. Actually, to tell the people to slow down. Okay? So different group, different people would have a different way to spread it, to share it with the human. But that is our way.
Any question? Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Here.
Hi. Oh, I know these chairs are hard. Hi. Hello. So I'm a teacher, and my first year I struggled really a lot in my first year. This year was much easier because I started following you at the beginning of the walk. I learned to be more patient, love and kindness, and most of all, mindful during my day. So when I started teaching this year and following you, I wrote down, today's going to be my peaceful day, every day, in my same notebooks, 2 of them now. And I have it on my desk so that when I start my day with my kids, since I teach special ed, I'm reminded of what I need to be like, to be an example to my kids. So I thank you for that, to being in my life.
Thank you so much. You know, her job teaching kids is the most difficult things, right? because different kids, different mindset. Okay, it's not easy, and most of the teachers get stressed easily. Most of the teachers. And so that is one of the reasons why everywhere I go, if I talk at the school, if I talk with the government, I always encourage the government to apply mindfulness class into the school systems. If I have that power to make the rule, to change the rule, I would do that. You know why? You can answer that question because if they are mindful, your day and their day will be much, much better, and their schoolwork result of studying will be much better and way better. And that's the reason why they have so much anxiety when they grow up every day, because they cannot stay focused. They cannot. Growing up in this world nowadays, that's what gonna lead them to. That is why I encourage the government, the school board to apply that mindfulness class and give them credit for that class into the school system, and this world will be changed because they are our future and they are the one who will run the world, the country later on. So if they are mindful, what's gonna happen? All of their people who live in their country will be much better.
Thank you.
I am so grateful that you visited to this monastery, and I will have one question. As a Burmese person and community, I have lived in United States for a long, long time, but there are many, many violent people that happening around the world. I try to be peaceful as much as possible, but people who are having so much anger, jealousy, and power, hungry, are killing innocent people in Myanmar. And I feel where my peace, no matter how much I try to be peaceful, inside of me, everything that I'm hearing from the outside is hurting my peace of mind. And I cannot be so peaceful. I follow the peace all the time, but all my people are dying. And the coup government is killing and nonstop killing. How can I make the world peace? I want it to be peaceful.
I feel you. And I have answered this question before, and a lot of people, especially Burmese, come and talk with me about this matter. Myanmar have gone through so much challenge, fight between the Burmese community, the government, for many years, decades already, and still fighting up until now. Up until now, still fighting. We are the most grateful and lucky enough that we are not living in that situation now, but we are living in this side of the world. We feel the hurt of our people in Myanmar. That is so normal, and that is what we should have. Empathy towards all the people who suffer, and especially our own people. Nothing wrong with it. But we have to ask ourselves, all those suffering, and now we added more suffering to it by our mind. Would that help or not? Because when we have a negative thought, when we live with that negative thought, when we live with anger, ask your own family, would your family feel at peace when they surround you? Most of the time, no. Why? Because that energy radiated out, spread out. Whoever lives close to us, they will receive that energy. Once they see you angry, see you suffer, they cannot be happy. They cannot. We actually added more and more trouble into the situation by living that way. When we feel compassionate about our people, it doesn't mean that we take in their suffering and make it as our suffering. That is not the way of the Buddha teaching. Seeing people suffer, we feel it, trying to help, but we cannot take their suffer and make it as our suffer. If we doing that, then we just gonna add more trouble into this situation. We wouldn't encourage people to do this. I love the Myanmar country. I love the Myanmar people. And when I stay in Myanmar, people always told me that I'm Burmese. I'm not Vietnamese. Looking at me, they say I'm Burmese. The way I live, the way I practice in Myanmar, and I know how people feel, and they're so lovely, okay? But at the same time, we have to understand, if we are the Buddhist followers, we should understand that there's karma. Karma in between, karma of each person and karma for the whole country, that when it's ripened, nobody can escape. Is that true? So I believe that is the karma is already ripened, that people have to suffer this way. It's not that they have to, but they going to suffer because of the past karma in many previous lives, somewhere in this earth, in this world, that we created together. When we see in that as a karma, we understand that when we add more karma into it, cannot be solved. Instead, what we can do, which is the message that I always share, we need to create peace within ourselves and our community first. And then every day when we say that message, today is going to be my peaceful day, tell the universe that. It's because we've been spreading hate, anger, delusion, greed to the universe so much. Because of power, because of all kind of things, we spread it with our mind, that energy that I mentioned earlier. We spread it and the universe receive it. Once the universe receives that energy, what's going to happen? It will shower back down with disaster. All kind of problem. Then we are the people, we are the human who have to encounter it. We cannot escape when it comes. That is why the Buddha said, once we committed to the karma, the bad karma, and it's ripened, even if we have the supernatural power to fly up to the sky, go deep down to the sea, or go deep into the cave, when it's ripened, we still have to suffer. We still have to pay off. We cannot escape. There's nowhere in this world for us to escape, to run away. The law, there's still gap and holes in it. But the law of karma, nobody can escape. It's very fair. And so, when we say it's fair, it doesn't mean that we let our people suffer like that. It doesn't mean that way. It means that we should do something to support our country, to our people, by be mindful. Don't add more anger, don't add more negativities, energy into that situation. Because the more we add into it, let's say the situation about to settle down. Now, people stir it up by saying this and saying that. Now they have to fight again. Because everybody, when they have power, they always wanted to protect that power. They're afraid of losing it. Like us, yesterday I say, if you hold anything that is tight, you suffer, you tire. And once you lost it, you suffer double. Right? And so for us, we shouldn't add more anger into it. Instead, we practice loving kindness. We practice loving kindness and radiate that metta, loving kindness towards our country, all the people, regardless of they are military or not. It's the problem between military and the civilians, right? And so, regardless of they are military or not, they still a human being just like us. They also have defilements like us. They suffer like us. They hold in tight to things. We hold in tight to things. We suffer. They suffer. That is why they do the thing that they have done. And so for us to help our country, please be kind. Because when you add more trouble into it, we still cannot solve the problem. But if we settle down, I think everything will follow us along. When I walk on this path of walk for peace, there are so many people saying that that I shouldn't involve into the political things. No, I have never get myself into political things. Very clear. Buddhist monks, you have two things to practice and study. You cannot involve into political. That is the Buddha teaching. That's the rule. And I am working hard following that rule. Because if I take in shy, then I cannot share this message to anyone. Because I have that kind of my thought, love and not love. Right? That is hate. That is negative. Those are not the kindest thing in this world. So I keep myself in the middle path. That is why when people say, when you meet with the President Trump, what's going to happen? And say, what's the difference? He's a human being. And this message of peace is not just for the civilians. It's for governments and for us and for everybody. That is the reason why you saw all those police badges on my robe. Remember? 405 pieces of badges from all different departments of law enforcement. Why I kept them on my robe? I want to show the world that not just us who seek for peace, not only us who walk along on this path, but the government also seeking for that as well. It's just that they have to work harder because keep on fighting back and forth. So my message is to support both sides to bring unity together every day to keep us safe. Let's not talk about the outside wall, okay? Let's settle this wall first before we can settle the wall outside. Let us all do that, okay? And I will do my best, and all the venerable monks will do our best to whatever that we can to bring unity to the people in this world. Whatever that we can do, but cannot this world, but at least to a certain amount of people. Okay, thank you.
Okay, sorry ပါအခမ်းအနားစီစဉ်ကိုအချိန်ကန့်သက်ရဒီမှာပဲရှင်းနာပါတယ် War for Peace ဆရာတော်များကိုဂုဏ်ပြုပူဇော်ပွဲနဲ့ကြောက်စာစေတီလူဒန်းပွဲသို့ကြောက်ချီးမြှင့်သောတန်ဃာတော်များအဇူစာကျောင်းဆရာတော်ဥဝေတကအမှုထား၏တန်ဃာတော်များနှင့်ဝေယဝိဆများကိုစားကျေးဇူးအထူးတင်ရှိပါတယ်ကြောက်ကြသောဧပိတ္တပေါင်းလဲကိုစိတ်နှပြချမ်းသာချမ်းသာကြပါစေ ကျွန်တော်များယနေ့ကျင်းပပြုလုပ်တဲ့အခမ်းအနားကိုညီကုန်းချုပ်ရုပ်သိမ်းရန်အတွက်ကျွန်တော်တို့အားလုံးဒီကွာဗုဒ္ဓသာသနာစီရင်တိတ်တို့၃ချိန်ညီဖြဖြရွတ်ဆိုပူဇော်ပြီးအခမ်းအနားကိုရုပ်သိမ်းမှာဖြစ်ပါတယ်
On behalf of the Azusa Monastery community and our respected Venerable Shin Uye Taka and Shizin Siaro, we would like to thank all the respected Sanghas visiting Venerable respected Upinyakara Siaro, Ashin Yarana Gutta, Shripong Siaro, Sacramento Siaro Redagua. We would like to thank all devotees, donors, and attendees for coming here today. Thank you so much. And then we would like to end this ceremony with, we are reciting 3 times of Buddha Sadhanan Nidan Saintatu 3 times, please.
Buddha Sadhanan Sidan Daytatu Buddha Sadhanan Sidan Daytatu Buddha Sadhanan Sidan Daytatu Sadhu Sadhu Sadhu.
Please be seated until the monks leave the stage. Thank you. Please be seated, and the volunteers will bring the large packages to you. Thank you. Please be seated until you receive your lunch package. Then you can feel free to go anywhere you want to go after that. Thank you so much. After lunch, you can come back to the Dhamma hall if you would like to meet with the Bhante. Please come back to the Dhamma hall after lunch. If you would like to meet with the walk from Seattle, you can come back around 12:30 to the Dhamma hall. The Seattle will be available in the Dhamma hall. Thank you very much.
ဓမ္မဟောဖို့ကြွမှာဖြစ်ပါတယ်အဲ့ဒီနာမှာလာရောက်ပြီးတော့လူများတို့လည်းရပါတယ်ခင်ဗျာပို့ဆက်ပြီးလည်းဝေပြီးမှာဖြစ်ပါတယ်ခုနေရာမှာပဲထိုင်ပြီးပါခင်ဗျာကျွန်တော်တို့အစင်လိုက်လောဘပြားကပြေးပါဖြစ်ပါတယ်အဲ့ဒီကကြရင်ထားတော့ရပါပြီကျေးဇူးတင်ပါတယ်
Please be seated until you have your lunch package. Then you are free to go anywhere you want to go after that. Thank you so much.
Okay, this will be a basic GD slow down, down. Right.
Thank you for joining with, us for that peace sharing talk. We're still at Azusa Monastery today. The venerable monks will have lunch pretty soon, and after lunch we will have
You can go around to the mountain. Okay, we have a pagoda. We have a pagoda, Shriram pagoda. If you are free time, go up to mountain. After finish your food, please throw away the trash bin. Thank you for cooperation.
Oh, hi baby. Hi. You were outside for a long time, hmm?
Yeah, good nap.
Good nap. Oh, it's our honor. It's our honor to live stream for you to share this message of peace. If you missed the message, so we'll probably be breaking for lunch here pretty soon. The venerable monks will have lunch, and we will have the second peace sharing talk. Part 2. I'm not sure if Bante will speak on the same things, so I think, you always get something new out of these talks. So the questions and answers are also really really interesting to hear perspectives. So we invite you back here with us at Azusa Monastery in California for part 2 coming up soon.
Okay, chúng tôi Dhammacetiya Project nhà bên mà là phi lệ chi bài đấy, đó. The pay is all we are. I want the pay is
The flowers are really beautiful. We were told the volunteers spent the entire day doing these arrangements, so I just...
No food allowed to eat in the Dhamma hall, okay? No food allowed to eat in the Dhamma hall. Thank you.
A lot of time and effort from volunteers.
All right,
heading out.
Security အတွက်လည်းစားတော့ဖွယ်ရများနေ့လည်စာပေးဖို့အားကြားလိုပါတယ် What you're about to see is the lunch offering to the venerable monks. Remember, they do a blessing for the donors and the people who prepared the lunch, and then as a act of giving and receiving merits, you'll see the touching of the tables coming up here pretty soon. The people gathered here are the ones who most likely prepared all the food. Families sign up for opportunities to do this, so it's really sweet to see.
ပါ၏
လူရန်ပါ၏
နိဗ္ဗာနတ္တ
နိဗ္ဗာနတ္တ
ပစ္စယော
ပစ္စယော
ဟောတု
ဟောတု
ဤကောင်းမှုသည်
ဤကောင်းမှုသည်
နိဗ္ဗာန်၏
နိဗ္ဗာန်၏
အထောက်အပံ့
အထောက်အပံ့
ဖြစ်ပါစေသာ
ဖြစ်ပါစေသာ
ရှင်မြတ်တို့ဗျာ
ရှင်မြတ်တို့ဗျာ
သာ
ဓုသာဓုသာဓု
ဒီတိုင်းတိုင်းကိုပြည့်ရသာ
Alright, and as always, we don't show the venerable monks having their lunch.
Please do not take picture when taking the lunch, please.
Let's go outside.